How's it going, YouTube? This is Manny from Manny Fresh Bets, bringing you my NFL Week 4 against the spread picks. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, comment, and share. We had a great Thursday night football, Cincinnati versus Miami. We hit Jamar Chase straight up bet over 24. I believe it was 24 and a half or 25 and a half longest reception. We won that bet. We also won one of the same game parlays I gave out. We would have hit 3 if it wasn't for the Miami running back. I believe he only got 6 yards rushing. We needed him to get 25. That leg would have hit. We would have hit the parlay. And if Jalen Waddle would have gotten just one more yard, he got 39. We had him at 40. If he would have hit one more yard, I believe we would have hit 1 or 2 more parlays. So we would have gone either 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5. But no biggie. We got 2 winners. We also got an anytime TD, which I actually didn't give out on the YouTube channel or Twitter. I was looking at the game live. It was the third quarter. I looked at, Hayden Hurst. I gave you that name in the same game parlay picks as over 25 yards. Told you guys that, Miami gives up a lot of yards to tight ends. He ended up getting a touchdown, and I won a bet with the anytime TD with him. I put the bet in the third quarter, had to sweat a little bit, but he did get it at the fourth quarter. I believe that was the last touchdown to seal the game for Cincinnati. So, first 3 weeks have been a little tough, winning some, losing some, but Thursday was definitely great. These are, again, my against the spread picks. So I took a couple of picks already. This is a 9-leg parlay. I took Tennessee Titans plus 3.5. These games tend to be very close between these two teams. I don't think any team is going to blow out the other, and I can see Tennessee keeping it within 4 points. Then I took the Giants. They're obviously favored, I believe, by 3 points. I took them on the alternate spread plus 3.5. Against Chicago. I believe they will win outright. Then I took kind of a risky play here with Houston plus 5.5 against the Chargers. Take this one out if you don't feel comfortable with it. I just feel like, with all the injuries that the Chargers have, Houston has a chance to keep it close. They've been keeping it close with, with a lot of teams. So I might do this same play and just swap out Houston with the Chargers just to kind of back myself up there. Then I took the Bills -3. This is going to be a good game. I just feel like the Ravens their defense have a lot of weaknesses, and I feel like the Bills are going to win this game and bounce back. Again, I took Philadelphia -2.5 on the alternate spread. I believe they're either 5 or 6 point favorites right now. So I took them at -2.5 just to win by a field goal. I took Arizona plus 4.5 against Carolina Panthers. I believe they're 1.5 point underdogs. I think Arizona can win this game outright. Actually, Carolina does not look good except some plays on the defense. Then I took the Packers -2.5. I believe New England is Green Bay is favored by like 10 or 11 at this point. They don't have Mac Jones. They have some injuries, and they haven't looked that great. I believe the Packers win by at least a field goal here. This game is probably gonna get ugly. Then I took Kansas City plus 7.5 against Tampa Bay. I believe they're 1 point favorites in this game. So I took them at the alternate spread. And then I took the Rams plus 2.5 against San Francisco. These games tend to be very close, very low scoring. I could see the Rams either winning or keeping it very, very close. So I took it at $1 to win almost $58. And then this one, I kind of played around with the alternate spreads a lot. And I took kind of a combination of the straight pick, the actual winner that I think is going to win, plus an alternate spread. So I took the Eagles to win, but then the Jaguars to cover 22.5. I took the Commanders plus 24.5, and I took the Dallas Cowboys plus 17.5. So, not a total blowout by any team. I took the Raiders plus 20.5 and the Denver Broncos plus 20.5. I think that game is probably going to be a field goal game, 7-point game at most. Then I took Kansas City, again, plus 20.5, Tampa Bay plus 20.5, and I took the over in the points at over 24.5. I think that game is probably, going to be like a 20 to 21 game. I don't. People think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think this is going to be a lower-scoring game than what people think. Those two defenses are playing pretty well. And then Tampa Bay has a lot of injuries, so I can see that game going under the total there. Then I got the Rams and San Francisco plus 23.5 each, so no blowout, close game. Keeping it within 24 points. And then I took the over in the alternate points at over 20.5. Then I took the Vikings plus 10.5 against the New Orleans Saints in London. I took the Chargers minus 2.5 against Houston, so winning by at least a field goal. I took the Giants plus 3.5, so losing by a field goal or less or winning outright. Then this one is kind of the riskier play, so to speak. I could see the Ravens, winning the game, but I did take the Bills on the money line. And then I had the Titans again plus 10.5. Again, I think that's going to be a close game. I took the Lions plus 7.5 alternate spread. Pittsburgh plus 3.5 alternate spread against the Jets. Cleveland plus 10.5 against the Falcons. Arizona Cardinals plus 15.5 against Carolina. And then I took the Packers at the money line minus 480. In total, I took this at $5 to win potentially 156. I feel pretty confident about this one. The only one that kind of scares me a little bit is if the Ravens pull off the upset, and if the Chargers let the Houston Texans hang around too much in the end. Because like I said, Houston has been keeping games close. So that's that ticket there. Then the next ticket, I took a 6-point teaser at plus 2,000. I took the Minnesota Vikings plus 3.5, Titans plus 9, Giants plus 2.5, the Chargers just to basically win, so win by 1 or more. Pittsburgh Steelers plus 2.5 against the Jets. The Eagles again just to outright win, minus half a point, just to win by 1. Cleveland Browns plus 4.5 against Atlanta. The Bills plus 3 against the Ravens. The Packers minus 4, so they need to win by 5 or more against New England. I think that's very doable. And then I took the Rams, at plus 8.5 against the 49ers. Again, I think that's going to be a close game where the Rams got an actual shot to win the game outright. And then I think this is the last play. Yeah, this is the last play here before I'll kind of do a live ticket with you guys. I already won the Cincinnati Bengals plus 3.5. They won outright. Then I took the Colts plus 3, Giants and Bills plus 3. Took the Chargers again minus half a point. Lions minus half a point against the Seahawks. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers plus 2.5. The Eagles minus 1. Cleveland plus 3. And then the Green Bay Packers minus 2.5. And I bet a crazy amount, $3.08 to win almost $65. Then for this live bet here, I don't think I'm touching this Minnesota Saints game. It's too crazy right now. A lot of unknowns. I do think Minnesota is the better team, but I'm staying away from that game. For this game, I'm gonna take the Titans plus 3.5. Again, I think this is gonna be a close game. Giants and Bears, gonna stay away from that one as well. And then I'm gonna take the Chargers minus 5.5. I'm gonna take the Lions minus 4.5. Take the Pittsburgh Steelers minus 3. This one is very tricky. These next two, the Jaguars and the Eagles, and then Browns and Falcons. I feel like the Browns are gonna win this game. It's just a tricky situation right now with Myles Garrett not playing because of that car accident. So I'm gonna stay away from that one. I'm gonna take Arizona Cardinals plus 1.5. I'm actually gonna take the Raiders minus 2.5. I think they're finally gonna win, and they're going to they're gonna cover that spread. This one is kind of scary, minus, almost 10 points. But I'm gonna trust the Packers to beat up on the Patriots. Then I'm gonna take the Rams plus 1.5. I'm actually thinking about it. I'm probably gonna do a teaser here. I think it makes more sense on these teasers. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay -1. Actually, I'm gonna take Kansas City +1, and I'm gonna tease them. Then I'm going to take the Browns -1.5. I'm going to take the Eagles -6.5. And I think I'm going to leave it there for our teaser. So this is how you do a teaser. If you want a quick video, I do have a teaser video up. You could check that out. And then for this, it's basically going to tease it 6 points. So Tennessee's going from 3.5 points, plus 3.5 to plus 9.5. Then I got the Chargers +0.5, so they basically need to win. I got Detroit Lions +1.5, the Steelers +3, Arizona +7.5, the Raiders +3.5, Packers to win by 4, the Rams +7.5, Kansas City +7, the Browns +4.5, and then I'm going to take the Eagles basically just to outright win. And I'm going to bet $2 to win potentially 56. So I feel pretty good about that teaser there. So that's going to do it, guys. That's my video for against the spread picks. I don't feel too confident with these spreads here on some of these games to take them just straight up, the actual spread. So I'm doing the teasers. That's how you can probably, cover yourself a little more and potentially get a better chance of winning your bet. Again, guys, excuse me, this is against the spread picks for week 4. Good luck. Hopefully you guys followed my picks for the Thursday night game, which we want some money. Hopefully we win some money here on Sunday as well. Take care. God bless. And we will talk soon.